Welcome, everyone, to the Real Whovians Cast Unlimited, episode 23. I am your host, Matrixlord212, and I'm with Patrick. What's up, Patrick?
Hey.
All right, so a lot of people don't know, Patrick has been a member of the Real Whovians Cast for a long time. He started out way back when under, what was the name?
Lemons and fish sticks, perhaps. Long time ago.
Long time ago, so I'm glad we got him back in. Hopefully we can do more casts with Patrick. So, Patrick, I'm going to start off.
Most people on YouTube know me by different name, but I'm not going to go by that one right now.
That's fine. Okay, so basically I'm going to ask you some questions for the new people out there that are from my channel. You know, they want to know about each member of the Real Whovians Cast, whether you did one episode or tons of episodes. So here we go. What was your first experience with Doctor Who?
Eccleston.
Okay. You watched it in 2000?
Yeah.
2005?
Yeah.
Okay. And what have you seen so far?
I've seen Eccleston, Tennant, Smith, part of Smith.
Have you seen
part of 1, 2? I've seen Petrie, Baker, Smith, parts of McCoy, parts of Colin Baker.
Okay.
Just clips of Paul McGann, and that's it.
Yeah, because it was only that one movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all I've seen.
So you've never seen any Capaldi's, right?
I saw the Master one.
Or Missy?
The Missy ones, yeah. I saw the one where she revealed herself.
Okay. All right, so who's your favorite Doctor from all these Doctors that you've seen?
I would say favorite is 10 and 9.
Okay.
10 and then really close behind is 9.
Chris Eccleston, okay. So David Tennant and then Chris Eccleston, okay.
Tennant, Eccleston, Petrie.
Oh, and Pertwee?
Yeah.
Yes,
John
okay.
Petrie, my third favorite. It's my favorite classic Doctor.
What did you like about John Pertwee? Like what episodes? You don't have to have the name. You could just mention who he fights or whatever.
The giant rat.
Okay.
That's all I remember. The time traveling and the giant rat. I forgot what episode that was. I forgot what story that was.
Did you see the one with the Autons, like the robots that they had with Eccleston? You know, in Rose, they were in John Pertwee's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember if Petrie did that. I remember he did stuff with Unit primarily.
Yes.
But I don't remember. The story of him traveling back in time with Romana is the one I remember the most.
Oh, the one with Tom Baker you're talking about, right?
Oh, that's Tom Baker, yeah. But I meant Petrie and
Pertwee, right?
Was Baker the one with the giant rat? No, Baker was the one with the giant rat, right? Fourth Doctor, that was the giant rat.
I'm trying to remember what that was. What was in the episode?
I don't remember. It wasn't Omega, but it was someone that kind of looks like Omega, dresses like Omega.
Okay. And was like a rat?
There was a rat, there was a giant rat, and there was time traveling, and the villain was a time traveler.
Maybe it was to do with Omega, maybe it was Peter David.
It wasn't Omega.
No, it wasn't Omega. Time travel was. Oh, it was. Was it Peter Davison? Was it Mordred Undead or something like that?
No, it wasn't Mordred Undead. Is that the one where I've seen the one where he regenerates?
No, this wasn't the one that regenerates. It was to do with Tegan and Nissa was in it. No.
No, I think it was Tom Baker and Romana.
Okay, giant rat. Why can't I think of that for some reason? All right, so tell me about Eccleston. Like, what did you like about Chris Eccleston, Ninth Doctor?
The PTSD type Doctor. I like that a lot.
Yeah?
Yeah, I like that because I hadn't seen any of the Doctors, but when I saw him, he did a really good job of showing someone who was broken.
Oh, because of the Time War, right?
Huh?
Because of the Time War.
Yeah. And I just love the idea of a Time War and the Doctor's role in it, and it revealing itself slowly. The
Talons of Wen Chiang
that's my favorite story.
Yes, that's Tom Baker. Okay. I don't know why I couldn't remember the giant rat there for a second there. Okay. So that was the Fourth Doctor, yes, and Romana. Okay. So what was I gonna say? Oh no, it was Leela.
Oh, it was Leela, not Romana.
It was Leela, not the no, it was Leela. Wow, I gotta go watch that now. That's crazy. I haven't seen that in ages. Okay, so yeah, he suffered from the Time War. He was broken, and he had Rose to help him out get through reclaiming, some humanity that he had, from spending time with humans so much. What was your favorite villain?
Master.
Master?
But also, favorite anti-villain is also the Master.
Okay.
Like, not anti-villain, but I've always been the type of viewer that's always wanted to see a different side of the Master.
Right.
My favorite Master moment is by far End of Time, when he saves the Doctor.
Yes.
That's my favorite moment.
That starts the cycle where the Master is more friends than anything.
Yeah.
Missy-wise, yeah. I like Missy a lot. I think she's awesome. And I think that she's going to be great. She's coming back to Series 10. She's going to be filming in a week or so. So I'm happy that Moffat's last season, she's going to be returning. So, but it's not Capaldi's last season. He's going to stay with Chibnall. So, for Series 11, which is the following year. So, who was your favorite companion from the new series? Donna Noble?
Donna, first Donna, second Sarah Jane.
Yeah. What did you like about Donna? What was your favorite episode with her?
So, my favorite episode was probably Planet of the Ood. That also happens to be my favorite episode of the new Doctor Who. It's Planet of the Ood. It's my favorite.
Okay. What about Matt Smith? What did you like with him?
It's complicated. I liked Matt Smith's portrayal, but I didn't like Moffat's writing for him. Like, I didn't like how he was portrayed. I still think Matt Smith's Doctor should have been someone who was more like Sherlock. Like, kind of like.
Well, he kind of was, because if you watch
but
11th Hour, he's like looking around. I see.
But there's a lot more like his personality was kind of off in a weird way. I don't think he was helped by his companions.
Now, Russell T. Davis wrote for Matt Smith's Doctor once.
And I love that episode.
Yes.
That was a fantastic episode.
Oh, happy birthday, Katie Manning. Joe Grant. It's her birthday today. Well, was, actually. But I loved her with John Pertwee. Joe Grant. Remember Joe Grant? Katie Manning?
Yep.
She was awesome. All right, so didn't mean to go sidetrack there. But, yeah, so that was a great episode with Matt Smith and Russell T. Davis. I liked it when he wrote him, like, a lot. That was especially with Sarah Jane there, too. I liked when Russell T. Davis did David Tennant in Sarah Jane episodes also.
Yeah, he did. He did it once. I remember the wedding ceremony, right?
I think it was twice. I think he was in 2 episodes. Yeah, that was really good. So, okay, so what about like Amy Pond? Did you like Amy Pond?
No.
No. Okay. You don't like Rory?
No. I like Rory, but
okay.
I didn't like Amy, and I didn't like River Song.
Okay, and what about Clara?
I thought River should have been Romana.
Right. Well, she could have been. I mean, she could have regenerated.
Yeah. That's what I thought. And there's just there's so many different ways that could have gone, different directions they could have gone, and I just didn't like what direction they went.
Yeah.
Especially that the season 11, is it? No, what season?
7, where he went to his. Okay, the Big Bang, yeah.
Yeah, Pandorica Opens was fantastic, and the Big Bang, I hated that one.
Yes, that we all.
I just didn't like it. Yeah.
He always does the first part good, Moffat, and then the second part, it's like, oh. Like Dark Water, when Missy's first appearance was great.
Mm-hmm.
Then Death in Heaven was like, oh, okay. I don't know what it is with Moffat. I think he just loses it. But the second part.
I think he tries to give the fans what they want, but then he loses perspective.
Yes. I agree. So, where do you want Doctor Who to go? Where, at what point in time did they lose you where you weren't keeping up with it?
With somewhere with Moffat. I was keeping up with it a little bit when Jenna Louise Coleman was on the show.
Clara,
I just liked her a lot. Yeah. And somewhere around there they lost me.
Yeah, he kind of screwed her up a lot.
Yeah, and then I didn't like how they handled Matt Smith's regeneration. Where it was Amy Pond got the big bill rather than.
Yeah.
I mean, it would have been better. Thought about this last week, like out of the blue. It would have been better if it was child Amelia and she told the doctor to kiss.
Or Clara or something?
Huh?
The child
No,
Amelia?
Child Amelia told the doctor to kiss Jenna.
Oh, okay. Clara?
Yeah, that would have been better rather than having Amy Pond, like adult.
Right. I guess because she had such an impact in his regenerate, like in his incarnation, that he was really close with her more than anybody, even more than Clara in a sense. So that was, his best friend, which if it wasn't for Amy Pond, he wouldn't have had River or any of that. So he has really strong ties to Amy Pond. So I like that. I actually accepted that. What I didn't like was the way he was cold to Clara. Like he didn't know who she was, kind of. He's like, hello. Like, hi, you, whoever you are, right? But then I got it because it was awkward for him because he already spoke to her on the phone. And we didn't know that until we saw the next season, that Matt Smith's doctor appeared in the first episode of Capaldi at the end. I don't know if you saw that.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, because remember the phone was left outside the TARDIS?
I haven't seen it. It's been a while since I saw a Matt Smith episode. Let me think.
Well, the time of the doctor where he regenerated, right? She went to the TARDIS and she saw the phone hanging from the TARDIS, and then he went and he regenerated.
Yeah.
But in series 8, he's in the first episode.
Yeah, he is. I remember that.
Yeah. So that's why he didn't really say goodbye because he probably didn't know what to say. A little confusion there. So he just was like, whatever. So what do you want them to do with Doctor Who to get your interest back? Like, what do you want? What are the laws of time that you want? What could they do that makes sense, or just where it just you don't lose interest? What do they have to do?
No one's gonna like what I have to say.
No, but this is your moments.
So I kind of want because considering a lot of the stuff that could have been done with the Time War won't happen. One thing I'd like to see is the Doctor and the Master just team up for like an episode or two and just be like
try to solve stuff together.
No, not that. Just bring back Gallifrey as it was.
Okay.
Just bring back
bring back Gallifrey back into the space and the main thing. You don't have to worry about Time War to come or nothing like that.
And if they want to add a Time War, do the Time War and the Doctor and the Master fight side by side.
Right. Okay.
Because I don't think, since the Master already went back, and he was such an even bigger weapon, and that's why they had regenerated him in the first place, because they wanted a weapon. Right. And when he went back during End of Time, he was the perfect weapon. So I would just figure maybe the Time Lords did some like scientific studies with the Master, so they can have those powers too. So they could beat the Time Lords. I mean, they could beat the Daleks.
Right. That's interesting. But I think the only reason why he had the powers was he's using up his own life force.
Yeah.
That's why he was going to die. I mean, and I don't know if he got his regenerations back because I don't know if the process was completed. I don't think it was interrupted. Lucy Saxon interrupted that. So I don't know if he got his regenerations back too. But I think that if they're going to bring Gallifrey back in that sense, that something has to preoccupy the Daleks where there's not going to be a Time War. So, in other words, they're going to have a threat that's against their existence, maybe their own war with some other alien race. That's going to be a distraction away from the Time Lords. Because it won't fit you don't want to really that will kill the whole universe. So you can't have a Time War for a long time if you're going to do another one. So at least bring the Time Lords back, but make the Daleks occupied. That's what I would do. So, I mean, there's numerous things they could do.
True.
They could have Davros, the Daleks go against Davros, and Davros creates another race, but not even robots, just like mutants or something. And then it's like, a war with both creations together or something, I don't know.
Or they could. I always thought another idea, a possible idea with the Daleks would be to have them do, like, because whenever people use the Daleks, they use them in big, flashy ways.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, use as enemies to do hit and runs. They attack, and then they run away. To a point where the Doctor can't trace them back. They're so fast and they're so quick and cunning. The way they attack, the Doctor can't pinpoint where they're going next.
Right.
So you spend the season kind of worried, like you build up like season A to where the Doctor has these friends and these planets, all these other different races. You're like a space, like a Doctor Who cantina type thing in Star Wars.
Right.
That all these different races or aliens are present, because we had that in End of Time.
Something like the Medusa Cascade, right? Where everybody just comes together and just like, all right.
Not necessarily that they come together or anything, but like we are aware of these different people, these different aliens and these different planets and these different areas. Like we're getting more information, and then have it so that an episode, the Daleks, every now and then, or maybe every once a season, they're doing hit and run attacks.
Oh, okay.
So kind of like some sci-fi thing. So the Doctor can't trace them back. So you have the Daleks in there, but they're not the major threat, and then you don't overuse them. You can use someone else.
So a new race, right?
Yeah, and you can use a new race to call the evil villain. You get to use the copyright. You get the copyright use of the Daleks, and they're not like crapped on, because whoever fights the Doctor loses. If the Daleks lose all the time, they're overused.
Right. I got you. Okay. I'm all for new guys, new villains, that they keep bringing back. I love the Weeping Angels. I love the Silence.
I never understood the Silence. Are they good or evil? I never got it.
I have no idea. I think they're kind of evil, but whatever. They were they're supposed to be good, but you get the feeling that they never were. It's like, does she really have control over them? And was it just Madame Kavarian's silence that would just branch away from the church, or is they all like that? So I don't know. That's one answer we're waiting for from Moffat. Especially the Headless Monks. Who the hell are they?
I was hoping the Silence were the good guys, but they were trying to take the role of the Time Lords, and they're doing a poor job of it.
I think they're supposed to be the priests or something.
Oh, okay.
Something like the galactic priests, but they're not a species. They were created, I guess.
Oh,
so, if we go back to that rhyme again, All right, so what about Bill? Did you see that little preview with the companion to B, Pearl Mackie? She plays Bill.
No, I haven't.
Okay. I'll send that to you. But what about the thing I sent you for the Christmas special?
That looks interesting. Return of Mysterio. Is that a former character, or is that...
It's a brand new character. Supposedly, he grants somebody's wish. There's a superhero in it, and it's going to be wild. And Nardole, who was in last year's Christmas special with the Husbands of River Song, he's going to be a companion.
Okay.
Did you see Husbands of River Song last year?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
If it's River Song, it's unlikely I watch.
Yeah. You might like that. It was actually pretty good. Towards the end, it was pretty good. They did the Singing Towers episode.
Okay.
Which, how many years did I predict they were going to do that? A Christmas special. The Singing Towers of Jerusalem,
That's the one where a doctor cries and he tells her to go to the library.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Mm-hmm. So, pretty good. So, are you going to watch Capaldi soon, or?
I don't have. I have Netflix, but Doctor Who isn't on Netflix.
It's on Hulu now, I think, right?
Oh, okay.
I think it's on Hulu now. Yeah. All right. So what else? Let's see. What about classic companions? Do you like Sarah Jane Smith?
Sarah Jane Smith's my favorite.
Cool. What villain didn't you like? What villain do you thought was like the stupidest?
Let me think.
Or you could do without? Was there any episode that bothered you? Like,
yeah, there are many of them. Asylum of the Daleks pissed me off.
Okay.
That one you hate with Tennant and Rose, the one with the cinder block.
Oh yeah, Love and Monsters. Yeah,
I got the premise. I just didn't like the execution.
I don't like that. That's my.
But Asylum of the Daleks is the one I hate the most.
Okay.
Clara, I love Clara throughout the entire episode, but I just couldn't. It just didn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, she was just a. Well, now that you've seen the later episodes, you'll know what she was. But
no, it's not that her. It's that what the whole thing between like Amy. I think Mr. TARDIS Reviews broke down that episode, and he just piece by piece
ripped it. Yeah, I saw that. That was a great review. Actually, it made a lot of sense. You know, because they don't explain anything. Why is Scarl there? Why I thought it was destroyed. You know, it's like I hate when they just don't explain things, but. You know,
see, you can do that if you don't overuse the Daleks and you have that as a big reveal.
Yeah,
you can't just say, "Oh, Scarl's back."
Right. Well, they explained it in the new one in with the Magician's Apprentice that I guess they keep remaking Scarl, or they try to get as close to Scarl as they can, but it's not actually the original Scarl. You know. So.
Oh, I wanted to ask you. Because I watched the beginning, but I never watched the episode of the one where the doctor meets the child Davros.
Yes, that's
I've seen.
Which is familiar.
I've seen him the doctor interact with the child, but I don't know what happens. Like, how do they become enemies?
Well, actually, I'll probably tell you how to see the episode because I would rather you see it. I don't want to spoil it for you.
Okay.
But
it's on Hulu.
I'll tell you off air.
Okay.
More than likely, they may have it on Daily Motion. I'm not sure. Sometimes, if you know what that is.
I know.
Yeah. You got to type it in, but I'm sure we could find it somewhere. So, all right, dude. Hope we get to see you in the Real Whovians cast in the future. So, thank you very much, Patrick.
You're welcome.
All right. Take care. Bye for now.